Me Juicery, and thank you to Rooted Aesthetics for letting us use their place to film the podcast. Um, Ebony, thank you for coming on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Very excited. I know you are a little nervous, but excited to have you on. And this is your first time doing something like this.
Yes.
So I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. And can you talk about why juice? Why get into juice? Like out of like everything else, why that?
Right. So me and my sister have played volleyball our entire lives. Well, I've played through college, and I've always loved health and wellness, just having that sports background. So we decided juice because we didn't want to go back to school for nutrition and do all of that school stuff. So that was one of the first options that we chose to help people stay on their health and wellness journey.
What do you think about like why? Can you kind of talk about the benefits of juice versus like just eating the fruit in general? Like why should someone get into juice and like eat or drinking juice versus focusing on like just like eating regular fruits?
Yeah, honestly. In addition to eating regular fruits, because I think that that is the best option, I do think that drinking juice is the quickest option to get the vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients back into your system. So it is a better option than just drinking water because I'm squeezing those fruits and vegetables to get the nutrients out of them. So you'll be drinking the minerals and nutrients from those specific fruits and vegetables.
And when you and your sister were starting this business and you guys were playing volleyball, it was probably very, very hectic and crazy during that time.
Absolutely.
Can you kind of take us back to like when you both first started this? What was kind of like the like initial struggles? Like what did you guys kind of go through like as you guys were starting the business?
Yeah. So we kind of got thrown into the business. We started from the house, and people started ordering, which was the scariest part. So we're like, oh, this is getting bigger, like, what do we do now? How do we do this? So there was a lot of struggles. We had to get a second fridge. Our parents were like, how many people are showing up to my house? The garbage man was showing up. We just got a lot of exposure. I think that was the scariest part of it. But we had to navigate through that and realize that we were an actual business and figure out those little little things. So,
what was it like? Taking on that fear, like having people, you know, coming to the house, doing something different than like you were used to. Like, what was that? What was it like overcoming, like some of those fears?
um, I think it's still scary. I think it's an everyday battle. I think just putting yourself out there in general is the scariest part. Once people notice who you are and like notice what you do, I think you have to kind of live up to that expectation. Um, but it's been great. It's been a great journey.
That's awesome, and it seems like your parents were super supportive as well.
Very.
Like just like of the journey. And what age were you when you started this?
I believe I was 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your parents were just like, "Hey, I'm just here to support. We're gonna random people come to the house." And
I mean, they were terrified too. They're like, "We got to do something about this. Like, what are we gonna do?" And then that's when the whole tragedy happened. So
yeah. And can you kind of take us down that route? So your sister passes away in 2020. Can you kind of take us like when that happened? What were you feeling? What were you going through?
Yeah.
How did that kind of affect your life?
Yeah. So in 2020, me and my sister were in a tragic car accident. She didn't make it. And it changed my life completely. I think losing her was and is going to be the biggest struggle for the rest of my life. But on the business aspect of it, I stopped doing the juicery because I was like, I don't have my partner. I don't want my parents work 9 to 5s, I'm like, I can't take them away from that to do this during the day. And I had so many struggles for the business. So I actually opted out of just not doing it at all for a few years, actually.
Did it end up motivating you to like get back in it to like push your sister's legacy through the business?
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking that the entire time. Like I always wanted to do it, but I would like force myself into these IN jobs. I would do something like work at Michael's or work at UPS at night. And like I knew that that wasn't what I wanted to do. And up until recently, I actually was going to culinary school. So I went to culinary school. And I was like, why am I doing all of this? You know? And then I recently got let go from doing a juicing job. So I was like, maybe it's just God like pushing me into my actual purpose to do this for myself and like give my sister that legacy.
Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. Like the fact that you're able to take that pain and turn it into something beautiful. Of like, hey, I'm gonna use this terrible experience to
Mhm.
then go not only push her legacy and make sure what she wants stays alive
Mhm.
through your business and what you're doing, but you're also like, I, I'm gonna use this to fulfill my full potential.
Exactly. And like the craziest thing is, I always get little signs every single time I want to quit. So the other day, I'm like cleaning my house out. I still have boxes because I just moved into this apartment. So I'm just looking through like this shoebox and I find two letters and I'm like, what could this be? So I pick them up and it's literally when my sister was alive, us painting the picture for exactly what we want the juicery to look like. So it's like, this is what we want our store to look like. This is what we want each juice to look like. Do this in the winter, do this in the summer. Everything was mapped out. And I'm like, wow, to find this blueprint for what we want it to look like when I'm thinking, I'm putting myself out there. I'm so scared. Like it was just, it was amazing.
Yeah. And with you and your sister being a twin and her, passing away, do you think that affected you more?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't I guess you can say like twins are closer than anyone else on the planet, honestly. And like we were in the womb together. We're mirror twins. So in the womb, she was left-handed, I was right-handed. We're doing everything backwards to each other. So I think that we had a bond unlike anyone else on the planet, literally. And I think losing her was like losing a part of me, half of me, probably. And I'm still trying to find that half till this day. And, we keep moving forward.
And for those people out there that have lost a loved one,
Hmm.
especially like a father or like someone like that's super close to them, like a mother or maybe even like a grandparent,
Right.
how do you go about dealing with that grief?
It's an everyday battle. It's an uphill battle. Some days I'm bawling my eyes out. Other days I'm trying to remember, what she left behind. And I think that every single day, is going to be something. Whether you're in the highest of highs or the lowest of lows, you're going to feel that grief.
And how do you go about not letting it control your life?
Ooh. I stay busy. So that's like my whole thing is I'm doing the juicery. I put myself into good things, good activities that will ultimately help me I guess think about it in a better way instead of just like sitting on my phone, laying around. Like I'm in the gym, actually like moving my body, making myself like get those good good vibes, I guess you could say. So I don't know, put yourself into working out or just doing something good for yourself and it'll help those negative thoughts.
Is there any internal work you did, like meditation, therapy, like anything to dive internal to like deal with it?
Absolutely. I was in therapy for a long time, many years. I also journal a lot, so it helps to look back and see how far I've actually come. So I like to look back a lot, actually.
I think as humans, we forget all the amazing things we've done because, especially if you're like an entrepreneur
Hmm.
motivated, we are always focused on the next thing. So very
Exactly.
rarely do we get a chance to be like, look at what I've done.
Yeah, and I actually have a very hard time doing that because I'm always on the next thing. I'm like, oh, we have to do this day, that, and it's just I get lost.
Yeah. And during this entire journey, you also became a mom. Can
Yes.
you kind of talk about what that means too, especially with your business as well?
Yeah. Actually, absolutely love being a mom. My daughter Bryn is literally a ray of sunshine. Like she is probably the half of me that I thought was broken. So it she just means the world to me. Um and a part of the business journey is so rough being a mom because you're like back and forth like, oh, daycare and activities and there's so much going on. I'm like, ugh, okay, it's a lot, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Does it motivate you?
Absolutely. And I want her to be just as good as me.
What's some skills you really try to focus on and like implement in her life to get her ready for life in general?
Honesty, and she's great about that. I try to make her like not a tough shell, but I want her to know that she's gonna go through things. And to just stay disciplined.
You don't want to coddle her.
No, not at all.
I love it. And on Facebook, you shared a quote.
Yes.
It says, "To be honored by the very things m- meant to break you. That's what I'm most proud of now. Everyone near me gets my light. This is how we all shine."
Hmm.
Can you talk about what that means to you?
Yeah, I think since I've had such a dark cloud over me for so long, I think it's time to shine now. And I mean, actually, in 6 more days is the 6 year anniversary of my twins.
Congrats.
No, of my
Oh,
twins'
oh,
death or passing. So July 1st is actually the 6 year anniversary of that. And I think now is the time that I need to come out of that storm. I think a lot of time has passed and I've grieved for so long, like now is the time to rise. And I want to give people that I love my sunshine now. I don't want people to feel like when they're around me that they're going to have to go through the grief with me, I guess you could say. I want them to experience the best part of me.
you want people to feel like the love like that you actually want to give them.
Exactly. Because I haven't done that for so long. Like, I'm always on the go. Like I said, I'm always on the move. Like, I don't sit down to actually go through or feel what I've gone through. So I think now is the time to give those people back what they've given me. Everyone's given me their time to dedicate to me for everything that I've been through. And I think now is the time to give it back to them.
What are some ways like that you really want to try to cultivate like that love in you?
Be more present. Like I feel like I said, I'm literally always on the go. I think it's time for me to be where my feet are at, be present, especially with my loved ones. I think I spend so much time running, even in my own brain. And like now's the time to actually be present with all my loved ones and let them experience the love that I have for them.
Through all this, you've obviously been through a lot of ups, a lot of downs throughout your
Hmm.
journey.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot. Are you fulfilled as a human? And what are some things you're doing right now to like make sure that that's a priority outside of
Mm,
just being present?
mm. Am I fulfilled? No. Um, I think I have so much more to conquer. Like I literally have so much more to conquer, whether that's juice or whether that's something completely different. I know that I'm here for a purpose and that I have a lot of work to do. So, no, not yet.
What with that goal of just wanting more, wanting to
Hmm.
accomplish, and you like wanting to do so much more, leave the world a better place.
Yeah.
If you passed away tomorrow, what would, in one word, how would you want someone to summarize your life?
Hmm. I want them to know the goodness that I have for everything, like to appreciate the small things. I think um I want them to know that I was grateful for everything that I experienced and I want them to live their life very fearlessly. I think everyone plays it a little bit too safe, and
Yes.
I want people to come out of their shells more, especially with my friends. Like I talk to them all the time. I'm like, go get it, like get after it. I think people they can do so much more than what they say they can.
Why do you think you're so open to taking risks versus other people?
I actually don't know. Like I think that it's just something in my spirit that has always been, part of my journey. I think that I was meant to do this, so it just feels natural for me to always go and do it and get after it and risk it. So,
I love it. I have one more question for you.
sure.
Why did you decide to offer discounts to us?
Oh, honestly, when you messaged me, I just thought you had such a great spirit. Like, I thought that the juicery and like all of my customers could also benefit from this. So I felt comfortable being with DG. Is it DG?
Did you? Yes, yes.
Digi. And I felt comfortable being with you guys, and I thought that my customers could use the discounts that you guys offer. So I thought it was a great app.
Thank you for the kind words and
Absolutely.
the post
Yes.
that you put out. Those are the questions I have for you.
Thank you.
How can people find you, and what is one thing you want to leave people with?
They can find me on Facebook or Instagram. On Facebook, it is Me Juicery, Me Juicery, and then on Instagram, it's at Me Juicery, same thing. And then what was the last one?
What do you want to leave people with?
Um, to be fearless, to take risks, and to go after it.
I love it. Well, Ebony, thank you for coming on the podcast. I
Thank
appreciate it.
you.